Hi, thoughts. I want to talk about giving people grace. The same way that we want grace when we may not be in the best representation of ourselves, I'll say, we should give that grace to others as well. You have to realize that what is logical to me isn't necessarily logical to the next person. And so things that are a given to me, and maybe to a lot of people, that doesn't mean that this is common knowledge or that it's a given to someone else. And so, long story short, common sense ain't so common. But that doesn't mean that somebody is wrong for feeling differently than you would feel about something. I think that we should all give people grace from who they are and where they're at, because even sometimes it's just environmental, the way you were raised, the place you were raised, the culture you were raised in, as far as why something may be logical, or why something may be a thing here and not a thing there, or vice versa. I think if we were to operate through a lens of love, that we would have so much better relationships and experiences and just rendezvous out in the world, because we would be able to just enjoy people for their differences rather than only clicking up with people because of your similarities. I mean, that's something that probably takes some growth, I don't know, but I just think that operating out of a sense of love, it's going to change your experience. And so giving people grace, even when they don't give it to you, even when they coming at you crazy, and you just never know what people are going through. You could be in McDonald's and the cashier or the window person got an attitude, and it's just like, yeah, it's easy to have an attitude back. Real easy. But is that what's best for you? Is it what's I'm not even gonna say is it what's best for them, but is it what's best for you? Because the thing is that they're probably spewing out how they feel on the inside. Whether they recognize it or not is one thing, but that's honestly not a you problem, and that's not a determining factor on how you show up and represent yourself after these moments or during these moments. So I know it's easy for people to say, oh, I keep that same energy, keep the same energy, whatever people say these days. Yeah, that's all cool, fine, dandy, but are you really helping yourself? Like, where are you growing at in there? Like, I just feel like you should be so into yourself that you don't have time to be hooping and hollering with people about simple things, especially people that you don't know. Like, if the waiter's got an attitude, and it's just like, some people are in the positions that they're in for a reason, and they might not like the reason, and that's unfortunately why it might be coming across to you. But at the same time, we all have our roles, we all have our space in life as far as who we are and who we came to be, and we just play our roles. Now, everybody doesn't like their role, and that's fine, but that's up for them to do something different. It's not up for you to enforce different. It's not up for you to even suggest different, especially if it's like some strangers type of stuff. But yeah, you don't have to meet people where they're at. You can leave people right where they're at, or you can speak life over people. That's actually what I like to do nowadays. Like, now I've gone through all of these, so don't think that I'm just talking about nobody. I have been the person who always reciprocated that energy. So it's just like, oh, you go low, I'm going. Okay. I am going beneath the earth and through to the other side is how I used to be. But then it's like, okay, I got to a point where it's just like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just turn the other cheek. And that was cool. But it actually feels best when it comes to I guess the not so fun moments out in the world with people is when you respond with love. Because for one, they're never expecting it. For two, it's not intentional, but it almost puts conviction on them, because it's just like, dang, I'm over here acting like this, and this person just, they just made my whole day type of thing. And it's gonna make them think about how they're acting towards everybody else. So there's that. But I honestly do it mostly because it feels good to me to speak love into somebody, especially when they're spewing out hate. Because a lot of times some people just need a hug, but they don't got nobody to give it to them. Sometimes people just need like a good godly hug, like one of those good old hugs. And granted, I don't give out hugs. I don't give out hugs, but I try to let my words be the hug, you know. So it's just like, it might be having like a very obviously annoyed cashier or something like that. I'm gonna say something real sweet. Like, I will bring on a compliment real quick and then tell them, oh, I hope you have a really good day. Like, I'm gonna talk you up. Like, I might not say that specific stuff, but I'm gonna try to say something that at least put a smile on your face for a second. I've done my part. Gift to humanity, okay? But no, really, I think that it costs nothing to be kind. And you don't have to, how other people act is not a reflection of you. And so just because someone is coming at you does not mean you have to go back at them, because our energy is too valuable. I want you to remember that. We are too valuable to waste our time on interactions that are low vibrational. Like, truly, like those, like, you just bickering and poking and just being hateful. We're not getting anywhere. That we're not doing that anymore. We're over that. We left that in the past. If you're new, you say no thank you. So let's start giving each other grace out in these streets and make the best out of your experiences. So I want you to write in the comments below, I will be giving grace 2025. And promise that to yourself, where you'll start seeing the upliftment of your own experiences, and you'll start feeling a lot better just on your day-to-day. Just kind of be nice, bubbly, fun, ha-ha, hee-hee type stuff. But yeah, you'll be happy you did it. And so let me know how these experiences go. Like, I want you to also come back. Like, once you finally actually do the experience one time, I want you to come back and let me know how it feels. And hopefully you don't have to run into these situations often. Like, hopefully you're not going places and everywhere people are, you know, being mean and things like that to you. And if they are, maybe we should internalize and ask, is there something am I portraying something maybe? It's not saying you should question yourself, but remember, you're always the common denominator. Now, these one-offs where people got attitudes and stuff, makes sense. It's them. But if everywhere you go it's an issue, maybe it might be you. But that doesn't mean you can't love your way through it. It's always room for growth. See? Bright side. There's always a bright side. Told you. Can't tell me no situation where I'm wrong on that. Not a one. And I don't want you trying to either in the comments below. Like, let's not start with that weirdo energy. Let's just bask in what feels good, because that's what I'm doing. So let's all do that. Let's bask. Bask, guys. Let's bask. We basking? Okay, good.